Hello students, how are you all? In the previous video we have discussed about the sun, the planets, the interior of the earth, and in this video we will talk about the one and only natural satellite of the earth, that is moon, and different phenomena related to moon. So let's start with the moon. Moon is the only natural satellite of the earth. It is about 3,84,400 kilometers away from the earth. The moon's gravity is 1/6 of the gravity of the earth. The gravity is less because the size of the moon is smaller in comparison to the earth. It takes around 27.322 days to cover one rotation around the earth. Moon does not have its own light. It reflects the light of the sun. Now let us know about the surface of the moon. See, the moon looks like a grey ball of rock and it's covered with dust. If you see the surface of the moon, you will see some saucer-shaped craters. Now what are craters? Craters are like big holes on the surface of the moon. On the surface of the moon you will find these craters, and it is believed that these craters were formed by the collision of huge rock pieces that crashed on the surface of the moon. Now these huge rock pieces are known as meteors, and on the surface of the moon you will find some bright patches and some dark patches. The dark patches are usually the flat areas or the lowlands, while the bright patches are the highlands. That means the mountains are shown by the bright patches. Now the surface of the moon does not have any atmosphere. So during day it is extremely hot, and during night it is extremely cold. As there is no atmosphere, so there is no air. As there is no air, there is no medium. That means sound cannot travel on the moon. What does that mean? If you are on the moon, if you want to communicate with each other, then you cannot communicate by the means of sound, because sound won't travel from you to your friend. So without the presence of atmosphere, there is no life on the moon. There is no air, no water, and there is no life, and you cannot listen. That means you cannot listen the sound in the moon. Moon is the brightest heavenly body in the dark night sky. But each night whenever you see the moon, does it look similar? No, it changes its shape. Why does the moon changes its shape? And what it is called? The change in shape of the moon is known as lunar phases, or the phases of the moon. Now we will discuss why we see different shape of the moon during night. We know the moon revolves around the earth. We see the part of the moon which reflects the light of the sun, and the other part which does not reflect the sun's light appears to be dark. As the moon revolves around the earth, the first stage of the lunar phase is the new moon. In new moon, the moon appears completely dark. This is the time when a solar eclipse can occur, because the moon lies between the sun and the earth. Now, after some time, after few days, we can see a small part of the moon. This is known as crescent or waxing crescent. Now, waxing means growing. As the days will pass, the moon will also grow. And crescent means a small slice. See, it looks like a slice of light. Then after few days we will see the half of the moon is lit or illuminated. This is known as first quarter. Here we can see the half of the moon. Next, after few more days we will see a waxing gibbous. Now what is a waxing gibbous? Waxing means growing and gibbous means swollen. Here the moon becomes swollen. It looks like swollen and it grows Now, after waxing gibbous, after few days, we can see a full moon. This is the time when moon is behind the earth. During full moon, a lunar eclipse can take place as the earth can be between the sun and the moon, and the shadow of the earth can fall on the moon. Now, as the moon proceeds to in its axis, then it again starts shrinking. Now, after full moon comes the waning gibbous. Now, what does the term waning means? Waning means shrinking or decreasing in size. So now, after waning gibbous is the last quarter or the third quarter. Now, in the last quarter, we can see the half of the moon is illuminated. After few days, we can again see a crescent moon. And after few days, again the lunar cycle will continue with the new moon. We know all the objects in the space are attracted towards each other by gravitational force. Although the gravity of moon is weaker in comparison to Earth, but it has an interesting effect on the Earth's water present in the seas and ocean. As moon is closer to the Earth than sun, thus the gravitational pull of moon is more on the Earth. Now, the moon strongly attracts the sea and ocean water present on the Earth. The part of the Earth where the moon shows strong attraction towards the ocean and sea result in high tides. Now, the area between the two high tides form the low tides. Thus, alternative rise and fall of the seawater causes the formation of tides periodically due to the rotation of the earth. So, two low tides always take place in a day. Here you can see different pictures of the same place taken during the low tides, means the tides, the high tides and the low tides. The intensity of the tides varied with different phases of the moon. During the full moon and the new moon, the intensity is highest. Now we will know about some interesting phenomena, that is eclipse. Eclipse means to be hidden. Eclipse generally occur when the sun and the moon and the earth comes in a straight line. Depending on the arrangement, there are two types of eclipse: solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. An eclipse of the sun is called a solar eclipse. It generally occurs on a new moon day. Now, during the solar eclipse, the moon comes in between the sun and the earth, and the moon casts its shadow on the earth. In that way, it appears as if the sun is got hidden under a shadow of the moon. When the sun is not completely covered under the shadow of the moon, it is called partial solar eclipse. And when it is completely covered, then we can say it a total solar eclipse. The condition for occurrence of eclipse are: in case of solar eclipse, it should be a new moon day, and in case of lunar eclipse, it should be a full moon night. Let's know about artificial satellite. What are artificial satellites? They are man-made objects which revolve around the earth in the same way as our natural satellite does. Now, the first artificial satellite was launched by Sputnik 1 in the Earth orbit by Russian scientists in 1957. Aryabhatta was the first Indian satellite and was launched into space in 1975. Now, these satellites are designed for specific purposes, like they help us in weather forecasts. These type of satellites are known as weather satellites. They take the pictures of the atmosphere of the earth and which help us in predicting the monsoon or the dangerous storms or cyclones. Now, other type of satellite is known as communication satellite, which keep the entire world linked together by the telephone services, or the mobile phones which we use are connected via these satellites. Now, satellites also gives us the images that help us to study the Earth environment. There are some astronomical satellites which are mounted on the Earth orbiting satellite or in deep space. They take the measurements of the solar system and the stars and galaxies. And some satellites are also used for the military surveillance to protect the countries from attack. Now, we have completed the chapter. If you have any queries, you can comment it in the comment box. Till then,